story coming in from ISRO, set to launch SARAL, an Indo-French satellite. We are seeing that countdown. 54, 52 is 50 seconds to go for that big launch.
Minus 45 seconds. Minus 40 seconds.
All right, an Indo-French venture there. These visuals coming to you from Sriharikota, the PSLV-C20. We do know that President Pranab Mukherjee was expected to be there, making him the second sitting president to be present for a PSLV launch. The last, of course, being former President APJ Abdul Kalam.
As far as SARAL is concerned, it is, of course, 6 mini and micro satellites it's carrying. This is the 23rd mission, remember, of the PSLV.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5.
और ये सीधा आकाश की तरफ बढ़ता हुआ PSLV 10 काउंटडाउन के साथ अपने पथ पर अग्रसर.
Can see the view of the PSLV going through the sky.
लगातार कैमरा उस दृश्य को कैप्चर करता हुआ हमारे कानों तक
space mission. We're told the lift-off delay just shortly, but as you can see, there does seem to be a successful launch so far, taking place in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, the Satish Dhawan Space Center there. President Pranab Mukherjee was there to witness the launch.
Number of countries, of course, involved in this particular mission. It will put into orbit 2 micro satellites, the micro satellites from Austria, from Denmark, and Strat from United Kingdom. Also 1 micro satellite Neosat and 1 mini satellite Sapphire, that's from Canada. So the countries involved here: Austria, Denmark, United Kingdom, and Canada.
ISRO beginning this practice of putting into space third-party satellites for a fee back in 1999. So we're told they've had an impeccable record so far, 21 consecutive successful flights, and the tally for launching foreign satellites now is 35. You're seeing some of the graphs up there on the screen. All of this coming to you from Sriharikota and Andhra Pradesh.
As you can see, they are monitoring it very, very closely. That's the graph that you can see, the trajectory that satellite is to maintain for a successful launch. As of now, it is maintaining that trajectory, as you can see from that blip, and that particular trajectory taken by SARAL, of course, will provide data to support marine meteorology and sea state forecasting, operational oceanography, seasonal forecasting, which is very important, and climate monitoring. So all this it will be able to do. Remember, it is carrying a number of satellites from different countries, as I said earlier. Microsatellites from Austria, Denmark, United Kingdom, and also a mini satellite Sapphire from Canada. ISRO had initially planned to launch this satellite in December last year, but got postponed to carry out additional tests to address some issues to ensure reliability.
So it's a 44-meter long rocket. This is the 23rd consecutive launch for ISRO, and these satellites will be dropped off in space, or launched rather in space sequentially. All the satellites that Karma was mentioning, and you can see now President Pranab Mukherjee also watching this, making him the second sitting president to watch a PSLV launch. So certainly looks like a success story right now for ISRO. All of this coming to you live from Sriharikota.
PSLV, remember, has been ISRO's workhorse. It has seen a number of successful launches. It was slated to blast off at 5:56 local time. It got delayed for some time. The launch, of course, from the launch pad at Satish Dhawan Space Center, it was delayed exactly by about 5 minutes. 6:01 is when it launched, and as you can see from those graphics, it is maintaining that trajectory necessary to be able to successfully launch all those satellites into orbit, which will be interesting to see because of the number of countries that have been involved in this. The 59-hour countdown for this launch, remember, started at 6:56 a.m. on Saturday. This, remember, being the 23rd mission of the PSLV, which has an impeccable record of 21 consecutive successful flights. 9th time ISRO is using the core alone variant. This is a variant of various rockets that ISRO has. Now this particular variant is called core alone.
In fact, of course, massive security in place there because of the President's visit, several meetings beforehand to ensure that security would be in place for this. So ISRO's 23rd PSLV mission, this one, launched after a few minutes of delay, but as you can see, they're of course tracking that rocket there, which has 6 commercial payloads, as Karma was mentioning, 6 foreign mini and micro satellites, and the highest number of satellites then to be flown on a PSLV from India. Back in 2008, ISRO had put into orbit 10 satellites on the PSLV-C9 rocket, and certainly it's been an impeccable record by all accounts. President Pranab Mukherjee there watching the proceedings live. Tight security in place for his visit.
Right, of course, the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, as it is called, and the abbreviation, of course, we are using right now is the PSLV, is developed and operated by the Indian Space Research Organization. Remember, the record till now has been impeccable. 21 successful launches, which is consecutive, and this is the 9th time ISRO, of course, using the core alone variant of that rocket. A number of satellites it'll put into orbit. These particular ones are micro and mini rockets. A number of countries involved, of course. The total mass 229.7 tons. It'll put into orbit 2 micro satellites from Austria, from Denmark, and also from the United Kingdom, and 1 mini satellite which belongs to Canada. All these will be done, of course, in a phased manner.
ISRO working with the French space agency CNAS for this to enhance the understanding of ocean conditions and then dropping off these satellites. It's a commercial venture as well, and quite a clever idea, Karma, that started a few years ago. ISRO certainly coming a long way since its space journey began in 1975.